Hi my loves, happy Friday. I hope you all are doing fabulous. So in today's video, I wanted to talk about some of my favorite beauty products. I feel like every week I'm always talking about like how this channel is a style channel, fashion channel, beauty channel, but like I rarely ever make beauty videos. And so I was like, I need to get back into doing makeup stuff, beauty stuff. I don't know, just like the reviews and stuff. I have just had this passion to get back into doing that. It was just like, let me give them a quick little rundown of my favorite makeup products that are sitting on my vanity. These are going to be like my go-to ride or die holy grail products that I have been using for the past couple months that I am loving. I do also know that the Sephora VIB sale is coming up. I believe that's coming up April 14th through the 24th. So you can always use this video as like just a little bit of inspo or just like a little checklist when you are shopping the sale. So here you go. You can use this video for that. This video might be a little bit longer, so go ahead and grab a snack, grab a glass of wine, or you know, your drink of choice. This is going to be like an old school style beauty favorites, makeup favorite style video. Before we get into the video though, if you guys are new to my channel, hi, hello, my name is Brittany and I love to make videos about like fashion and beauty, style, and all of that fun stuff. If you guys aren't already following me, make sure that you guys follow me over on my other social media platforms as well. So Instagram, Pinterest, TikTok. Like I always say, I am most active over on Instagram, so definitely make sure you guys follow me over there. Everything that I'm talking about, of course, will be linked in the bottom bar below. And then if you guys have any comments or questions, feel free to leave those down below. So yeah, so like I said, this video might be a little bit long, so let's just like wrap this up and go ahead and get right into the video. So I have this like bin right here, and like I said, this is going to be all of my like holy grail ride or die products that I just absolutely cannot live without. These are the products that I am just absolutely loving. So let's start off with like just the way that I do my makeup in general. So we'll just start off with like basic stuff. So the first item that I want to talk about is just the NYX Professional Makeup Brow Pencil. This is the micro brow pencil. I love using this brow pencil. I just think it's really good. You can buy it at the drugstore, you can get it at Target, get it at Ulta. Like, it's just a really good brow pencil. I've been using this brow pencil for years now, and it's definitely still one of my favorites. It just gets the job done. It's not super expensive, and it's just a really good brow pencil. So once I'm done like carving out my brows and whatnot, I will go in with a concealer to just kind of clean it up. And the concealer that I absolutely adore and love so much is another item that can also be found at the drugstore, and that is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. This is going to be in the satin finish, and I use it in the color Deep Olive. I just always pick these up at Target, and they're just really good like concealers to use. I tend to like carve out my brows with these, and I use this as like my base on my lids before I go in with my eyeshadow. And this concealer to me is a dupe for the Tarte, what's that Tarte concealer that like everybody has? Y'all know which one I'm talking about. This to me is like a dupe for that Tarte concealer that's like super popular, but of course it's like way less expensive, and yeah, I love it. And then another e.l.f. concealer that I use is the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer in the matte finish. So this concealer right here is in the color Deep Cinnamon, and I like to use this concealer right here as more of like a color correcting concealer. I also always pick this up at Target. It's just really good. Days where I just want to like spot conceal and not really wear a lot of makeup, I will put this on. Again, it's just a really good concealer to have in your collection. So once I am done with my brows, I would then go in with my eyeshadow. I always do my eyes first. I just feel like when you do your eyes first, like you can be as messy as you want, and then when you're done, you can just like clean up without having to worry about there being like any eyeshadow or any just like pigments or anything that are falling onto your foundation or concealer. So pro tip, I don't know if like people still do it this way, but again, I love doing my eyes first. Like I said, you can be as messy as you want, and yeah, it's just really easy cleanup. Plus, I always feel like the base of my face really depends on how my eye looks. So if I'm going for more of a subtle look and a more natural look with my eye, my base will be more natural. If I'm going for more of like a dramatic look with my eye, then of course my face will be more like contoured and dramatic. So I don't know, I just feel like the eyes are just the like draft for the rest of your makeup look. So the two eyeshadow palettes that I have just been keeping on my vanity and that are in rotation are both going to be from Too Faced. I somehow ended up on Too Faced's PR list, which I love just because I've been using their products for so long, but I forgot how good their eyeshadows are. I got both of these palettes a while ago and they're just still really, really good palettes. I travel with these palettes. They're just really good staple palettes. The first one is going to be this one, and it is the Born This Way, the Natural Nudes palette. I don't think that either of these palettes are very new, so you can probably still pick them up. This is what this palette looks like, and it's just a really good like basic nude. It has like all of your good everyday neutral natural colors in here. It's got some really good shimmers in here as well. Yeah, it's just a really, really good basic everyday natural palette to have. And then the other palette that I love is the Better Than Chocolate palette, which is another really good palette. This is the palette that I'm actually wearing on my eyes right now. This is what this palette looks like. It's just, again, another really good kind of like neutral palette, but it still has like those really beautiful pops of color in there. This is just going to be another palette that I just absolutely adore. I think it's so pretty. It's so universal. The colors like really show up on your eyes. And so yeah, these have just been my two holy grail eyeshadow palettes that I have been wearing lately. So once I finish my eyeshadow, I then like to go in with liquid liner. And the liquid liner that I love using, which is another really good drugstore liquid liner, is the e.l.f. liquid liner. I feel like this liquid liner has been out for so long. This is like a true OG liquid liner, and it's just really, really good. Like, I love the like wand on this. I just love how skinny this like little felt tip is, and it's just, I don't know, you can just make a really good wing with this liquid liner. And so once I'm done with that, I'll then go in and apply lashes if I'm, you know, wearing lashes that day. There are two brands and there are two different styles of lashes that I just definitely keep in rotation. So first off, I just want to start off with like the lash glue. So the lash glue that I use on my lashes is the House of Lashes lash glue. This to me is hands down the best lash glue out there. It dries really quickly. I believe this is also latex free, so it doesn't irritate the eyes. It's in black, so it just kind of blends in with the band of the lashes, and it's just a really, really good lash glue. I believe I also got this lash glue at Target as well. Target now also sells House of Lashes like lashes. Definitely pick this up at your local Target. The two lash styles that I love wearing are going to be the Adele 113s, which look like these. I typically always get the big like multi-pack, and then of course I'll always just have to like cut my lashes just because my eye is not this long, so I just kind of like cut the corners off of them. These are actually the lashes that I'm wearing on my eyes right now. They're still dramatic, but they're also a little bit natural at the same time, and they're just a really, really good like lash to wear. And then the next lash that I absolutely love, these are going to be from the brand Kiss. These are the Lash Couture Masterpiece One of a Kind Luxe Lash in the style Pret-a-Porter. These are so pretty. These lashes right here are just so pretty. They're so wispy. These actually remind me of Iconic lashes, and they also remind me of Lily lashes, which Lily lashes are also beautiful. Like, they're one of my favorites as well. But of course, these are from the drugstore. They're way less expensive, and they're just a beautiful, wispy, like just really pretty lash to have. So once I have completed my brows and my eyes, I then go in and like start the base of my face. The very first thing that I use is the Skindinavia, the makeup primer spray. This is so good. I got this again like in PR a while back. Like, they just randomly sent me their collection of makeup sprays. So I have this one, I have a setting spray, I believe I have like two setting sprays, and then I have like a makeup remover spray. But this is so good at like just being that primer that just goes on before you do your base and your foundation and everything. It's a really, really good like primer spray. I also know that Smashbox is still one of my favorite brands as well. The Smashbox primer water is also a really good like primer spray to wear. I really, really love that product. And then after that, I like to go in with a moisturizer, and the moisturizer that I love so much, which I love it so much that I just need to actually re-up on it, is the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched face base. This is a moisturizer that I have been using for years. Like, I love, 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 love this moisturizer, and it's so good. A little bit goes a long way, but it's just so rich and so thick, and it just really, really helps to just seal in moisture on your skin and get your skin ready and prepped for all the other products that are going on it. I love, love, love wearing this product without makeup as well, because you just leaves your skin feeling very juicy and it just feels good. I would highly, highly recommend you guys get your hands on the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. It's so good. Get the big jar. Just go ahead and just spend the money, get the big jar, and just thank me later. It's such a good product. So once I've added my face base, I then go in with my primers. Now, with my primers, I'm a little bit extra because I like my face to be super, super, super moisturized. And I don't know, I just feel like all three of these primers work really good together and they just all get the job done. So the first primer that I like to go in with is the Too Faced Hangover RX Replenishing Face Primer. This primer has been around for forever. Like, this is truly a OG primer. It's still one of my favorites. I still love wearing this primer. Even on days when I'm not doing makeup, I will wear this primer just because it's just so good and it smells so good. It is a replenishing face primer with coconut water, probiotic based ingredients, and skin revivers, and it's silicone free, and this primer is just so good. This feels like it's just a basic moisturizer on your skin. It's just so good, so juicy, and just it also leaves your skin feeling very fresh and moisturized and just ready to go. And then the next primer that I like to go in with is the Hourglass Vanish Airbrush Primer. This primer is just hands down one of my favorites. I keep this primer also in rotation. It's such a good primer. I also know that a lot of people really love the Mineral Veil Primer. I love this one a little bit more just because it has more of like a silicone-y texture to it, and it just, oh my god, this is like my favorite primer ever. It's so expensive though. Like, this primer, I want to say is like 40, 50 bucks. Like, I can't remember, but it's such a good primer. And also, this is one of those primers that like a little bit goes a long way and it just works really well. And it's just a really, really, really good primer. And then after that, I'll go in with the Iconic London Underglow Blurring Primer. If you guys have been following me for a while, you might have seen me use this primer in an ad last year, which not only was I like using this primer in the ad, but I genuinely still love this primer. I will always keep this primer in rotation. It's one of those primers that once they restock, they turn around and like they like sell out really quickly just because it's become a really good like big staple primer in the beauty world. It's such a beautiful primer and it just has such a good like finish to it. It truly does blur your pores. A little bit goes a long way. I love the dropper of this. This primer is so good. And then of course it's not like super expensive either. And this also leaves a nice little glow to your skin as well. So this is another primer that I will wear even when I'm not wearing makeup just because it is that good. So once I'm done putting on primer, I like to go in and actually add a illuminator under my skin. There's two illuminators that I love using. I don't use them both at the same time. Sometimes I'll use one under the skin, sometimes I'll use one over the skin, but they're just both of my favorite like liquid illuminators. The first one is going to be the Iconic London Illuminator, and this is going to be in the shade Glow. This illuminator is so beautiful. Like, it's so beautiful. It's not glittery, it's not gritty. It's just such a beautiful like skin-like, dewy-like style illuminator. It's just a really, really beautiful product to have on your skin. It gives you a beautiful, it just gives you a really beautiful glow to the skin. Like, it's just such a good illuminator. And then the other illuminator that I love using is going to be the Fenty Beauty Liquid Kilowatt Fluid Freestyle Highlighter. This is going to be in the color Hustler Baby, and this is also such a good liquid illuminator to have. Again, you can wear this underneath the foundation or you can wear it over your foundation, and it's just beautiful. It just adds a really nice radiant all over glow to the skin. I love, love, love these two products. I don't know, they just work really, really good together. And so after I finish like my liquid highlighter and everything, I will then go in with my foundations. This is another step that I'm really, really extra about, which you don't have to do this, but I have 3 foundations that I use together, just because I just feel like they give me my perfect finish, my perfect glow, my perfect matte. These three foundations right here are just beautiful. Sometimes I'll use them by itself, but for the most part, I love to just add just one little drop of each foundation onto the back of my hand, mix it together, and then just put it on my skin. So the first foundation that I use is the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. This has been a OG foundation in my makeup collection for forever. I have been using this foundation for years and years and years now. It's still one of my favorites. Even when I wear it by itself, it's still one of my favorites. It's so beautiful. I have this foundation in the color New Caledonia, and it's just such a beautiful, beautiful, radiant, glowy, just beautiful foundation to wear. I love this foundation. I hope that NARS never ever ever discontinues this foundation. And then the next foundation that I love wearing, especially during the warmer months and when I'm like going out or if I'm doing something where I need my foundation to last for a long time, is going to be the Born This Way Matte 24-Hour Undetectable Super Longwear Foundation. And this is going to be in the color Chai. This foundation is also so good. I love the matte finish of this. I just feel like it's just so good. It just locks everything in place. It's not going anywhere, and it's just a really good all over solid foundation to wear. This is one of those foundations where, like I said, if you are going out, if you're going somewhere tropical, if you live in the South like I do and you don't want anything melting, this foundation is just a good go-to foundation to have in your collection. And then the last foundation that I love to mix is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation, and this is going to be in the color 13, neutral, natural. I don't know. I'll put it up somewhere up on the screen. But this foundation also is really good. The reason why I have to mix this foundation though is because this foundation is just a little bit too red on me, and I have to mix it with the other two foundations. But I love, 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 love the finish of this foundation. The finish of this foundation is just beautiful. It's such a good finish. I love the way it feels on the skin. I love the way it sits on the skin. These three foundations right here just give me my perfect foundation when it comes to the formula, the finish that I like. Everything about these three foundations together are so good. Yeah, these are my three faves. So after foundation, I then go in with concealer. This is going to be the Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer in the color Cookie. This is another concealer that I absolutely love. I think this concealer is so good. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. I just will go in and just highlight my face with this. I just really love the formula of this. I love the finish of this concealer. I just love the way it sits on the skin. It's just a really beautiful concealer. My skin is like more combination oily, and so anytime I have something that can just kind of keep the oil at bay and just kind of make everything look more matte without making it look super dry, I'm here for. So love this concealer. It works well underneath my eyes and any other place that I want to highlight, and it's just a really good concealer to have. So once I'm done with that, I will go in and then set my eyes. So the setting powder that I have been loving lately is the Ciate London Extraordinary Translucent Powder. This powder is so good. One of my all-time favorite setting powders used to be the Laura Mercier setting powder, which I still love that. I still have that setting powder, but Ciate London sent me some products not too long ago, and I was like, let me try them out. Which, by the way, they have fabulous products too. Like, if you've never tried Ciate London's products, their stuff is so good. It's like, let me try this setting powder out, because I love a good setting powder. I put this on and I just became obsessed with it. It's so lightweight. It's just easy to wear. You can wear this as like an all over powder. It just leaves a really beautiful finish to the skin. If I'm not mistaken, I believe this powder is also less than the Laura Mercier one, but this one is still so good. It doesn't dry up under the eyes. It doesn't leave like that crinkly dry feel, and it's just a really good setting powder to have also in your collection. Moving right along, so after I'm done with my foundation and concealer and my setting powder, I then like to go in with just a all over just like face powder to set everything. And the face powder that I love using is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish face powder. You guys know, like, this powder is just so good. I have it in the color 4, and it's just a really good face powder to use. It does really give a beautiful flawless finish to the skin. It's matte. It just kind of holds everything in, and it's just a really good face powder to have, and it's just definitely one of my favorites. Anytime I'm going out and I'm wearing makeup or anything, I will pack this compact away and yeah, just like do little touch-ups and stuff throughout the day. Like I said, if I'm going out somewhere and I just need to touch up, this is just a really good powder to keep in your purse or just keep in your collection if you just want to touch up your makeup. So after powder, I like to go in and just do contour if I'm contouring my face. I don't use like an actual like contour powder or contour like stick or anything. Instead, I like to use a cream bronzer, and the cream bronzer that I'm using currently is the Anastasia Beverly Hills cream bronzer in the color Chestnut. This cream bronzer is really, really good. Like, you can go heavy-handed with this and truly like sculpt out your face, or you can go light-handed with this and just add a really nice just bronze overall like effect to your skin. I love this product. I think it's really good. I've been using this for about 2 years now, like this product for about 2 years now. So yeah, love this. Now, I do have two actual like powder bronzers that I love using. And the first one is gonna be from NARS. This is in the color Punta Cana. It's just such a good powder bronzer. As you guys can see, like I have definitely been using this. This bronzer right here, not only does it add a really nice like just warm glow to the skin, but this bronzer also has a little bit of shimmer in it, so it just gives you like a really beautiful sun-kissed, you just came out of the sun, tropical vacation type of feel. And of course, like being my skin tone, you know, every now and then, like it's not that easy to find a good bronzer that works with your skin, because here's the thing about bronzers on Black women. We don't want anything that's like too gray. And I feel like back in the day, there used to be a lot of bronzers that were made for us that looked very gray on the skin, and that's not pretty, that's not like flattering. And so more and more brands of course have evolved from that and have started making bronzers that actually make our skin look glowy and just pretty and sun-kissed, because we also tan as well. We also do get dark in the sun as well. Our skin can kind of go through the same thing that other people's skin can go through, and yeah, we like that look too. Love this bronzer. Like I said, I got it in the color Punta Cana, and it's just a really good overall bronzer. And my favorite bronzer that I have been using for years, this is like one of my first bronzers that I ever discovered that worked for my complexion, and that is the Bobbi Brown bronzer in the color Deep. This is another one that I have definitely hit pan on, but it's such a good bronzer. Such a beautiful bronzer. This one has like no shimmer to it. It's like a true powder bronzer. It goes on, it's really beautiful. Again, it adds a really beautiful like sun-kissed glow to the skin, and yeah, it's just a really good bronzer to have. And then after bronzer, I like to go in with blush, and I have like 3 blushes that I adore right now. And this is the Ciate London Dewy Blush, and it's like a glossy skin tint, and this is gonna be in the color Watermelon. This is so good. I think I got this in PR, and I just so happened to use it one day, and I was like, oh my god, I love the finish of this. I just love how pretty it is. I love how it sits on the skin. And of course, you guys know that cream blushes and these glossy blush tints and all of these are like super popular right now, just because they make the skin look really dewy and glowy and pretty, but you still get that nice like rosiness from the blush. I'm here for it. I love this blush. And then as far as like powder blushes go, I have currently been obsessed with this blush right here from the brand Laura Mercier. Again, another brand that does a phenomenal job with blushes. And this blush right here is gonna be in the color Rose. This is such a beautiful blush. Like, it's just such a beautiful color and just a beautiful like pinky dusty rose blush, but it's so pigmented, like a little bit. All you need is a little bit goes a long way, and it's just such a good universal blush to have in your collection. It just makes your cheeks have that really pretty blushy rosy colored look, but it doesn't look like cheap or anything, you know what I mean? Like, another blush that I have, which I have so many of these blushes in this line, is going to be the NARS blush, which NARS is like the OG of doing the best blushes. I feel like NARS and even MAC were 2 of the big names back in the day, and they're still really great. Like, I still have MAC blushes, and I have a ton of NARS blushes that I still love to this day. They're so good, they're so pigmented, and they just, I don't know, they just really show up on the skin, and they have so many good colors in NARS blushes. But the color that I have been using recently is the color Savage. This blush right here has a little bit of a glow to it. So it has like a orangey, pinkish, kind of tangerine tint. With this blush right here, a little bit goes a long way. You don't need a ton of it. And yeah, it's just a really beautiful blush, especially on deeper complexions. This is one of those blushes that gives you a very like sun-kissed, warm, tropical look to the face. So yeah, I am loving those blush products. So after blush, I like to go in and just slightly highlight the face, and there are two powder highlighters that I have been loving, and the first one's gonna be the Matte Extra Dimension Skin Finish highlighter, and this is gonna be in the classic color Whisper of Guilt. This highlighter right here is such an OG highlighter. If you have been around, or if you were around on YouTube back in 2015, 2016, this was the highlighter. And to me personally, I have so many of the MAC Extra Dimension Skin Finishes. This formulation of highlighter is still hands down one of my favorite formulas of highlighter like on the market. Like I will literally get rid of all of my other highlighters and just keep these because this formula is still so good and so beautiful. So this is what this highlighter looks like, and this is the one that I'm just currently using when I want to add a little bit of a glow to the skin. This formula is unmatched. I believe these are also made in Italy, and that's probably why the formula is unmatched, but these highlighters are so good. Again, a little bit goes a long way. MAC has always been that girl, will always be that girl. Just such a good highlighter. And then the next highlighter that I've been loving is the Fenty Beauty highlighter in the color How Many Carats, and this is the Diamond Balm highlighter. So this is the one that's like just a little bit more shimmery. This highlighter is also one of those that like a little bit goes a long way. I mix this highlighter with like so many other things as well. That's why it's kind of like discolored, but it's still such a good highlighter. It's so pretty. I love to put this highlighter on my skin sometimes, a little bit on my cheeks, and it's just a really beautiful shade and just a great highlighter to wear. And anytime I'm traveling or going somewhere, I will always take these two highlighters with me. Just a little bit goes a long way, and they're just two really good highlighters to have. All right, loves, we are slowly winding down. We're getting to the finish line. So after I've done the highlighters, I like to go in and add my eyeliner and then my mascara. So there's two eyeliners that I love right now, and the first is going to be the Urban Decay eyeliner. This is the Glide On Eye Pencil in the color Demolition. This eye pencil right here is like a brown color. It's like the perfect brown color. I'm somebody who usually likes to wear like a black liner, but for whatever reason, I have found myself gravitating more and more towards this brown liner, especially on the lower lash line. I just feel like it's a little bit more soft. It's not as harsh and as hard. The pencil is really easy to work with. It glides on really easily. It's really creamy, and it's just a really good formula of eyeliner to have. And then the next eyeliner that I love is also another drugstore eyeliner. This is going to be the e.l.f. No Budge Retractable Liner. I have so many of these just because I just love them. I stock up on them. They're so good. This is what this one looks like, and you just take it off and it just retracts. It's just a really good all around basic black eyeliner. I never have to worry about this like running or this like coming down. It just truly stays in place. I will line my waterline with this, and then sometimes my upper lash line with this as well, especially if I'm wearing lashes and I just kind of need to blend it in. I will use this. It's just a really good basic eyeliner to have in your collection, and you can pick this up at Target, Walmart, basically any drugstore, and it's just a great eyeliner. All right, loves, sorry if you guys hear like the landscapers in the background. They just started, but we are almost done. So after I'm done with my like eyeliner, I like to go in with mascara. My favorite mascara to use at the moment is the Smashbox Super Fan Fanned Out Mascara. This mascara is just really good at lifting the lashes, separating everything, just making your lashes look a little bit more full. I just really love this mascara. I actually also have the waterproof version of this mascara. Just a really good mascara to have. All right, my love, so once I am done with my mascara, mascara, I would then go in with my lip products. And I have a couple of lip products that are just my go-to products. So the first one is going to be the MAC lip liner in the color Chestnut. If you've been around for forever, you know that this is like the best lip liner for brown girls, black girls. This is just truly one of the best lip liners out there. It's an OG, it's really good, it holds up. It's just like a really, really good lip liner. I have so many of MAC lip liners, by the way. MAC lip liners are just good OG staple lip liners to have. So once I'm done lining my lips, I would then go in and fill in my lips. And the lip color that I've been loving is the color Road Trippin', and this is from Buxom. This is one of their full-on plumping lip mattes, and it's just really good. Like, this is actually the color that I'm wearing right now. Every time you guys ask me what color am I wearing, I'm wearing this right here. It's like a really pretty like brownie nude color. These two colors together just go really, really well. And then once I'm done with that, I like to like seal everything in and just top off that lip color with the Kylie Cosmetics liquid lipstick in the color Ginger. I feel like this color has been out for a while now. Like, this is my only Kylie Cosmetics like liquid lipstick or just Kylie Cosmetic product that I own, and I saw this liquid lipstick at Ulta and I just decided to give it a try, and surprisingly it's actually been one of my faves. One of my favorite liquid lipsticks of all time was actually by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and it was in the color Maude or Maude, M-A-U-D-E. Hands down one of my favorite colors, but they don't have it anymore, and I'm just like I'm so sad about it. Like, had I known they were going to discontinue that color, I would have stocked up, just because that liquid lipstick from Anastasia Beverly Hills was the perfect nudie, brownie, had a little bit of like an orangish tint to it, but it was the perfect color. So this is the next best thing to that color. I like the formulation of this, and yeah, it's just been a good color to wear on my lips. And then I have two glosses here that are like currently my go-to glosses. So the first is going to be the Too Faced Lip Injection Maximum Plump. This is like a lip gloss that has like that plumping effect, and so it tingles a little bit when you put it on the skin. It kind of like plumps up your lips. I really love this lip gloss. It just feels really, to me, I like that tingling feeling. It feels really good on the lips. It's just a really nice gloss. It has almost like a glossy metallic sheen to it, so it's just a good gloss to throw on. Doesn't matter what you're wearing, and just throw it on and go. And then my next gloss that has actually become one of my favorites recently is the Pink Lily Beauty Blooming Gloss. This gloss right here, I got like a whole PR package from Pink Lily. They just launched like their beauty line. They sent me, I think, their whole collection. I decided to give their glosses a try, and the moment that I put this gloss on, I was like, oh my god, this gloss reminds me of a Fenty gloss. I wouldn't be surprised if this gloss was made in the same lab as like Fenty glosses, because it is that good. It is so good. I tried on all the colors in these glosses and they're all so good, but this one right here has definitely been my go-to one, and this is in the color In the Nude. It's just like the perfect nudie, brownie, just perfect gloss. I love this color. It stays on. It's not super sticky. It doesn't glide. It doesn't go anywhere. It's just a really good gloss. I would highly recommend these Pink Lily beauty glosses. Like, they are so good, like so good. All right, love, so last but not least, the last thing that I do whenever I am done with my makeup is I set my makeup. So I have 4 different setting sprays right here. Again, very extra. You don't need all these setting sprays. So the first setting spray that I like to go in with is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. This is so good. This is like the first one that I'll go in with. It's just like my initial spray, and it's just a really good setting spray. It locks everything in. Yeah, I just really love this. I actually also have a travel size version of this. And then the next setting spray that I go in with is the Iconic London Prep Set Glow Setting Spray, and this one is in the color Glow. So this could technically be worn before or after your makeup. Sometimes I spray it on before. I definitely spray it on after, and it's just really nice. It kind of has like this glowing property to it, and it just, I don't know, I really love this setting spray. This one adds a really nice glow to the skin, and it's easy to wear. I believe the setting spray also comes in other colors, but I love like the glowy, bronzy, coppery finish of this one. So this is a really good setting spray. I also love using the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus Coconut Setting Spray. This is just like the OG MAC Prep and Prime setting spray. I mean, it's just a really good OG setting spray. If you know, you know. MAC has always been that girl. I feel like so many makeup artists still use this setting spray right here to prep the skin to prime the skin. I know I still love using this with like metallic shadow, so I'll spray a little bit of this onto my brush and then like do my metallic or shimmery shadows to just hold it in place, and it's still really good. So still a good one, still a good OG setting spray to have. And then last but not least is the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. This one right here, again, if you live in the South or a hot climate, or if it's your wedding day, like this is the setting spray. This is the setting spray that's gonna lock everything in place. It's not going anywhere. Your makeup's gonna be like locked in, ready to go, set. It's just a really, really good setting spray. I know that Morphe is no longer in business, but I think you can still buy Morphe products at Ulta. I know that they definitely don't have the Morphe stores anymore, and I'm not quite sure what their online like e-commerce sites look like, but I know for a fact last time I was in Ulta, the Morphe stand was still there, so I just kind of like stocked up on some of these because I really, really love this setting spray right here. It's so good. If you can get your hands on this before things are gone, definitely get your hand on this setting spray. All right, my love, so we are finally done. That is it. That was my last product. I feel like I've been sitting and talking for hours, but those are going to be all of like my beauty holy grail products, the products that I can't live without, the products that I'm literally always wearing on my face, the products that I'm wearing on my face right now, and those are going to just be all my good basic like holy grail products that I keep on my vanity. Like I said earlier, I will make sure to link everything down below, every product, the colors, all of that stuff. I'll definitely make sure to link that down below, so if you are looking to stock up or if you're looking to try some new products, they will all be linked down below for you. All right, my loves, with that being said, I hope you all have a wonderful and fabulous Friday. Be safe. I love you. Have fun. Have a relaxing weekend, and I will see you guys next time.